Welcome back to the Tap 2 podcast. I am your host, Jonas Clark. Jonas if you're nasty, Jojo if you're fancy. And I'm here today with my co-host Stosh, the glowing, the handsome, the bright, the well-hydrated Stosh. Welcome.
What's up, buddy? Happy 20th episode.
Happy 20th episode. It is such a pleasure to be here with you. And I'm so happy to be here with our listeners. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a grab bag episode. I like to call this the trailer trash episode because we will be watching many a trailer, talking about many a trailer, as well as talking about the stuff we're digging out of the trash, things we kind of threw away because they weren't enough to make a full episode. But now we think they're worth a mention. So if you're interested in Doomsday, if you're interested in anything coming up in 2027, Magic the Gathering, if you're interested in, I think Stosh still has a bone to pick with some of the Streamer University folks. If you're interested in any of that, or if you just want to hang out for an hour, go to the gym, go for a drive, put us on mute, feel free. Welcome back. Oh, and cue that music.
Cue the intro.
Cue the intro.
Now, most importantly, Jonas, you forgot, none of that matters if they don't go follow the socials.
Oh my God, follow
what
the
are we
socials.
even doing here if we're not great? Oh, and also, we've got a rebrand. I hope you like the rebrand.
We have a slight rebrand.
We have a slight
Our logo
rebrand.
has been adjusted. We are still the guys you know and love. Actually, no, we got a new host. They're getting rid of me. They're bringing a new guy out.
Yeah.
They have two new guys coming in. I don't know what's the vibe.
Yeah, I sit back there in the chair, and I'm like in the cuck chair while like another guy just does the podcast.
You watch somebody podcast.
Yeah, I try. That is basically like
I guess that's what
any guy who any episode or any podcast that has like a producer who sits in the background. That's usually what I'm thinking of. I was like, oh, your job is to like watch people talk about stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes I love it when a producer, and the best ones do this. Obviously, they're producing in the back, adjusting audio levels, pulling up clips, references, fact checking stuff. They're producing. But my favorite is when they just like drop a one-liner every now and again. Oh, it's my Eldest from Stavi's World podcast will sometimes say something completely idiotic or kind of profound. And I love it every time.
When we get to the point where we have a producer in the background, we will make sure that they have access to a microphone. But as of right now, we're not. It's on my resume. I don't know about yours. We're not just the host. We're also the producers.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I've been invoicing you. Have you not been getting those?
You're kind of a Nathan Lane character, and I'm kind of more of a Matthew Broderick character.
Are you because I'm a bit more flamboyant? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Is it because you killed a woman with your car? Is that Matthew Broderick?
I mean, I guess I talked you or I came to you about doing the podcast. So maybe I'm Nathan Lane and you're Matthew Broderick.
Oh, wait, I love that version way better. Can I be Ralph Macchio if we're doing the kind of like that era of guy? Because I think I would really like to be the Karate Kid instead of the producers. I want to just like completely flip the script.
Sure. Am I Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, you can be my Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Our wax on, wax off. I was like, turn on the mic, turn off the mic.
Honestly, that is kind of how this process has been going. It's speaking of kung fu and karate. Did you know that kung fu and karate are the only weapons that are being used to fight Doctor Doom in the new movie?
Dude, all the clips I've been getting of like Thor showing people like Thor shows up and is like, all right, who do we got? And they're like, who are you? And she's like, I'm like, what's her name? Yelena. She's like, I punch and kick. And he's like, huh? like,
yeah.
I've also been getting a ton of clips of how, I mean, we knew some of this, but like how devious Doctor Doom is in the comic. Or in the comics, like he is one of the coolest villains ever, and the fact that we've got like no introduction to him and he's just gonna appear in Doomsday is like, I really hope they do it right, you know.
he's a magical genius. He's like insane with it. He's the king of Latveria. He's awesome. He's so spooky too. His aura's unmatched. He's constantly got that shit on. I love him. I
Yeah.
I, I love me some Doctor Doom.
Like he could
Uh,
theoretically heal himself with all his scars, but he just chooses not to.
why?
I don't
Yeah,
know
why
if I'm
would he?
fucking with that guy. I'll be honest.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He's got a spooky vibe to him, and I I might make a longer video talking about this, but I think about power scalars a lot, and like the idea of a power scalar is like this guy should beat up this guy because he did this thing. And I normally don't agree with that kind of like thought process with media because like fiction is like whoever is when it's most like story relevant,
Sure,
that's
yeah.
when like a victory occurs. But it's gonna be really hard, and I mean really hard, to get me to believe that the same guy who's stopping Stormbreaker with two fingers hitting with the ding is gonna be beat up by, I don't know. And I love Falcon. And actually, let me say this: I love Captain America. Let me put some respect on his name. But no serum. He ain't want to juice up a little bit for this one. Maybe we get him in the tank.
Yeah. It's what it was the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think. He just like got like more ripped. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
doing like anything crazy. He was just kind of like working out.
And can I be real? His regimen wasn't even that crazy either.
Yeah,
He was
yes.
he was
A
throwing he
hundred
was throwing
push-ups.
rocks at a tree.
I it is a little, you mentioned, you talked about this in a previous episode, but like the state of the MCU and how they are just sort of, they're saying like fuck it, we're skipping chapters, we're moving around, like nothing really significant has happened since Thanos to warrant Doctor Doom being like the next level threat, you know?
Who gives a shit about anything that's going on? I The amount of threads they've picked up and dropped is so, and I don't want, can I be honest? I don't want you to tie them all together. Harry Styles is running around. Did you forget that? Did you forget Harry Styles is running around? Did you
Thanos'
forget Jon
brother.
Snow has a magic sword? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a team up movie, but not, maybe it's the start of something. Maybe it will be like there's no shot they're going to win. Doctor Doom's going to fuck some shit up, and then the movie's going to end and they're going to be like, and the rebrand and the rebuild starts now.
Maybe. I could see them doing like there's an insurgence, or like two worlds are colliding, a bunch of the new worlds are colliding, and it creates a new reality, because comic books love doing that. They love doing like, hey, let's just wipe the slate clean. We'll
Mhm.
bring back the ones you like and we'll get rid of the ones you don't like. They do that all the time. New 52 is a big thing, Rebirth is a big thing. I guess those are both DC Comics events, but like I'm
Same
not
idea.
that deep in my Marvel bag. um so maybe they'll do that. But even if they do that, I'm like, what's the plan? There's no plan here, and that's what's pissing me off. It's getting me mad just thinking about it.
I think Marvel has made a bajillion dollars and is
Okay.
either now leaving the story writing to like the interns or AI. And they're like, we're done connecting the dots. And you, whatever, we'll put a movie out and the fan base will put something together. And like, you're going to, here's slop and you're going to eat it. You know? That's what I think. That's what
But
it feels like. I mean, like Robert Downey Jr. coming back for Doctor Doom. It's like, stay dead. Stay dead. You got your
I
bag.
I think they're realizing something that's never happened before, which is not that that's never happened before, but that they've never thought to deal with, is the fact that, hey, in the comic books, I've been reading Iron Man and Spider Man my entire life. And it's great because Spider Man and Iron Man don't really have to change that much. But Robert Downey Jr. is now 50 something. And he can't be doing the same shtick he was doing at 30 because he's a middle aged to old, you know what I mean? He's getting older.
Yeah.
And he's not going to want to keep doing these movies. And even if he wanted to do these movies, it doesn't make sense because he's getting older. It's you can't do it, and it's not how that's not how anything works. You can't. That's not how real. You're making real media now, Marvel. You're not making
Yeah,
comic
welcome to
books.
the real world. I
Lock
do
in.
I do feel like what they're doing with Spider-Man is gonna work because it's like
Okay.
he was introduced at a very peak time, and then his story ends up being like they reset his story basically. They were like, yeah, nobody knows who Spider-Man is, so now he's going back to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And that's what I'm hoping this movie is like more like obviously there's going to be some crazy threat and the Hulk is in
Yeah.
it and all that stuff, but still like it's like okay, we've reset Spider-Man's story, which is what I thought they were going to do initially of like like he's the new Iron Man. He's gonna start the new Avengers, and he was for like one movie. He
He
was
was he was he was Iron Boy
he
for a
was
little bit.
Iron Boy, and then they were like, and now you're just Peter. Which I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't hate, but I'm also like, what about the rest of the squad? You know?
I get what you're saying, right? I think there is something that was like there was a necessity to have someone who being the core glue, like to bring everyone together to get those new Avengers going. I don't think it should have been Peter. Like it Peter. I don't want to see Spider-Man. Spider-Man. The worst Spider-Man is like when Parker Industries is a thing. No one who likes Spider-Man wants to see Spider-Man happy. They want to see Spider-Man broke, in love with his ex. They want to see his ass struggling to make rent. I had to mention broke twice because I need him to be really broke.
Yeah, yeah.
A little
He's a
depressed,
pizza
a little
delivery
tired.
guy, you know,
Yeah.
or a
He's not
photographer,
doing that. He's working two jobs. He's not doing that for the love of the game.
while
He's
also
doing that.
being Spider-Man.
Yeah. Actually, he's working three jobs. One of those is Spider-Man. Yeah. But and so I don't think he should be the one to like lead the Avengers or whatever. He should exist as an icon for superheroes to be like, oh, this is the kind of hero I want to be. But he shouldn't be like, I'm Iron Lad. I think Iron Lad is a guy as well. It's not important. That's really not important. Stash, have you seen the trailer for the new Avengers for Doctor Doom and the Dooming It Up?
Oh, of course.
Oh well, I haven't because I make good content with you. I figured I obviously we'll skip over this for the podcast, but I figured we could click on it right now. Stash, I would love it I would love it for you, and I would love to do this experiment as well. Why don't we each just say the first word that comes to our heart after watching that trailer?
Confusion.
Ambivalence,
I was gonna say
probably.
indifference, but I was like, is that rude?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, type.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take a different approach to Doomsday. I think people want, especially today, they want to hate on things. So when that trailer
Sure.
first dropped, I would be lying if I said to you I immediately disliked it. Because the kid in me got excited. I was like, ooh, Avengers Doomsday. Like, how exciting. We're back into the Avengers world, right?
Okay.
Rewatching it just now, I'm like, I can just feel like as an adult with more cynicism, I can feel that they are cramming a lot into one movie with like very little context. I watched Fantastic Four and I was like, okay, I didn't think that movie was very good, and I was like,
Okay.
the whole point, I guess, of the end was to put them into the universe that the MCU exists in. Sure, I think probably a safe theory is that Doom came with them somehow.
Maybe, for sure.
And I don't think that's our Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I also don't think it's our Captain America. I think it's going to be an alternate Captain America from a different universe. Maybe it's Doom in disguise. Who knows? Because right, we're already doing the RDJs, a different guy from a different universe. So they're probably going to do the same thing with Cap. My my dr- my like main issue that I feel like I keep getting hit with is there's things that I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like obviously, I'm so happy to see Cyclops. James Marsden is a heartthrob, and seeing him in anything will get my heart going. I love that guy. Um, and Channing Tatum seems like a good dude. Um, I how strong is anybody? I don't know how strong anyone is at any given moment, which I didn't think is a thing I cared about until I was watching a lot of these movies, and I'm like, is Shang-Chi and Gambit like the same level of strength? Shang-Chi with all them rings is like this. He's struggling against Gambit,
Well, hey,
against Remy Laro.
put some
Okay,
boy respect on my boy's name. Tried to do a
okay.
tried to,
Put some respect on my. Yeah,
um,
I got a little too. I was trying to get to the New Orleans, and I went too far west. I got a little cholo.
he,
I couldn't find it. I couldn't
so
find it in time.
I think yes, because somebody made a video that was like what the first hour is going to be, and it's just like, wait a minute, you're after Doom 2? Like, it's just gonna be that. And I think Gambit's going to be there for definitely more of like a comedic effect, but he is an Omega level mutant who did have part
Yeah,
of his brain wiped so that he forgot
sure.
how strong he was.
Got you. Got you.
So I like, but that's the thing. Like the MCU doesn't get into that stuff. I wish there was like, if this is the only glimpse we're going to get of the X-Men in the MCU, I'm gonna be pissed because
No,
I don't.
you know the X-Men are their next thing.
But is it this X-Men? Is it like Scott and Jean Grey? Like, do you think like James Marsden shows up, fights, and then dies, and then somebody's like, well, somebody's got to take over the X-Men, and then they introduce like the shitty X-Men Apocalypse like version,
Please don't. Please. And those children are probably all very good actors. They're children. They're like 40 by now.
Yeah, yeah.
those
What's her name?
those
Sophie
children.
Turner's like way older than us. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Like no question. She has kids with whatever Black
Joe
Knight name
Jonas.
is.
What?
No, she has them with Nick Jonas. Sorry, you're right. I was thinking of her. She was in Game of Thrones with Kit Everett or whatever. I'm
Kit
not gonna
Harrington?
remember his name. I'm not gonna stop it. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna remember his name, and
You
you
mean the
can't make me.
Eternals Kit Harrington?
I mean, Black Knight. He's the Black Knight.
They literally were like, nah, fuck it. We're not going to do it. We gave him a sword. That was it.
Fuck with that though. See, as a DM with ADHD, I have fought the instinct to create a story thread and then not follow it through. Like I always say, okay, you can't just bring random shit up. You have to make sure it does something. So I'm really inspired by this idea of just saying random shit and then not following through on it. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that's very, very DM coded.
Yeah, just be like, oh yeah, I did. I guess I forgot I did give that guy a sword, huh? Sure. Yeah, he's around.
So
He's doing other stuff.
what's your hope for Doomsday?
My hope for Doomsday is, it just doesn't look like we're gonna get it. I want a good, contained story, and I think you mentioned it. I think the idea of turning it into giving just like let's wipe the slate a little cleaner. Let's get rid of some of this fat. Let's trim some of this down, and we did all the multiverse stuff. That was very fun. I love Battle World or whatever the fuck. I love all that stuff. Let's just follow the good threads that we can pour actual energy into. If we're gonna be, and let's focus on the projects that we are actually making and make them good. I don't I don't remember the last time I had fun at a Marvel movie that wasn't the Thunderbolts. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope they do. I would like to see. I feel like they're just not tapping into like because when you look at the way the MCU started, like them picking Iron Man was a risk because he
Yeah,
wasn't like the most notable character in the comics.
for sure. They were broke.
Yeah,
They, they,
but it was incredible because it ended up
yeah.
being the face of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish they were able to do that again, but also from the villain perspective. We've had so many like duds of villains, I think, since Thanos. that we just I wasn't necessarily excited or haven't been excited for. Even when they introduced Kang, I was like, I don't really know enough
I
about
had
him.
I had so much hope for Kang, and then Quantumania came out, and it was hot booty ass. And then I was like, I don't give a shit. Actually, get this guy away from me. Oh,
So
he was so good in Loki. He was so good.
that was exciting. And
Yeah.
now I don't I'm hard it's hard to see what their end game is of like we haven't had any sort of team up slash hint at a bigger villain
Hmm.
besides maybe the Fantastic Four movie, but even then, like they barely
Yeah.
reference him. So it's like again, they're forcing a lot of things into one movie. I would be okay with that if the result of this movie was sort of like MCU 2.0, right? You
Yeah.
nuke the entire world. The only way to defeat Doom is to like collapse the reality or some shit. And then we just start over. We've got a new team up. It's the dregs of the new Avengers basically. And now we just start again because I think it's kind of like the thing DC did when they started to see Marvel's success where they were like, we're starting with a team up movie. And you're like,
Yeah.
fucking Gal Gadot showed up and nobody knows who she is. Like
Kal-El,
Hallel,
no,
no. Uh,
no.
like yeah, you, yeah. I'm hoping that something. This is the kickoff to something because also what they
Yeah.
could do is get the hype up, bring our DJ back, and then be like, well, we only brought him back for this. He's not going to be the MCU again. How
Yeah.
could he? Right? So
I think that's a really good idea. Just being like, hey, and even you can even play with the idea of like, oh, the people who are at the battle are the only ones who remember what happened. So you can be like, great, you can keep the characters you like, make them central, and then the characters were like, hey, this didn't resonate with everybody. Why don't we get rid of them?
yeah,
Let's just
well, it's like
goodbye.
hard to think like Thor's like, all right, guys, we're gonna take them down. We've got the Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts and Sam. It's like you're not gonna recruit Doctor Strange. You're not gonna recruit potentially Scarlet Witch. Like,
You might not remember this. Doctor Strange is in like the Netherverse or wherever the fuck he went in the end of his movie. He went to an evil dark dimension at the end of his movie. Yeah, yeah.
was that
Big
before or after Spider-Man Brand New or No Way Home?
There's no way. I think it's after. I think it's after.
Is it?
I think it's after.
Because
Like
it
that's when you
wouldn't
got
make
see.
sense for him to leave and come back. I don't even remember which
No,
one came
it
out
must be
first.
after because there's no way all of that happened and then he just came back and they didn't mention it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely
Like, what's up with
after.
that third eye you got going on?
They did mention the third eye. They talked about it. They talked. Oh, did they? Wait, God.
Definitely
See the
not in
MCU.
or Brand New Day. Definitely not in No Way Home.
And here is the thing, guys. I know what you're thinking. You're like, these guys don't know, blah blah blah, whatever. It's not like we're casual fans. Like we love these guys. What are we like? Think about how convoluted the MCU is that people who like actively spend their day thinking about this kind of stuff have hard times tracking it. That's how you know you need a clean slate. What are we talking about?
Yeah. MCU
Jesus.
2.0, that's my vote. That's my hope. That's my wish. That's my dream.
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. Your cat moved the fastest I've ever
He's
seen
literally
anything move
sprinting around the
ever.
house right now as I'm just like staring at the camera, being like, uh huh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I heard something crash in
Oh.
the background. I'll check it in a moment.
Well, speaking of crashes, we're talking about the market crash. No, I didn't have. Can I be honest?
It's like, we are?
I feel like a lot of times, and hey, let's pause the podcast. I feel like a lot of times the like the necessity to make a segue is on me, and that's a lot for me to handle. And I'm trying my best.
I,
And I sometimes I just feel like I feel unsupported,
I'm
and
sorry
I
if I
just want
put
to.
that pressure on you. I didn't.
It's just like be funny, be charming, be handsome. It's
And you're
just like
killing all three.
it's just so hard. Hey girl, it's just so hard to be all those at the same time. Anyway, what I really did want to talk about next what I wanted to talk about next is a thing we don't get to talk about much on this channel, and we were talking about it before. How do you feel about all the new stuff that just got released from MagicCon Amsterdam? Are you
Oh,
excited?
I'm so excited. Give me giant mechs and
Yes.
ninjas.
Yes. For those who don't know, and we actually have a video coming out about it. They released the schedule for next year for Magic, and the three things that are coming next year is there's going to be an underwater set. So it's going to be all about mermen and mermaids and big leviathan monsters and entire communities of an entire world that is submerged. There is going to be a set that's about giant robots versus giant monsters in a like fantasy sci-fi Japan. And then there is going to be a set that is Afro fantasy on the magical plane of Zalfir. So it's the most excited I've ever been about like anything. I'm like so jazzed up for the three sets for next year. I'm like hyped. And they're
Those,
also doing less sets, which is very cool.
yeah, those in-universe sets are going to be the hypest they've ever been. But
It's
you didn't even mention the best set coming out.
oh.
Star Trek. No, just kidding. You don't want
Uh,
Children Benedict Cumberbatch?
I was gonna say, speaking of Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, he's back.
Ugh.
Oh, the segue. Benedict Cumberbatch is back in standard. Once again, he's our guy.
Insane that they went to they picked a universe beyond that is set in space. And I'm not a Star Trek fan by any means, but I have to imagine that in the 25 million episodes and seasons that have come out of Star
Mhm.
Trek, there has to be some space monster that Shieldred could have been, and they were like,
Yeah,
nope.
I could I could stop you right there. Why is Shieldred not the Borg Queen, which is like basically the same kind of like a robot-y, buggy, like gross kind of monster thing.
There
Like,
you go.
and it's a lady. And not
There you
saying they
go.
gotta go one for one, but it's a queen.
There you go. But no, instead it's Kang, I think. I've only seen
We
the
was
Chris
Kang.
Pine movie once. So
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Yeah. Star Trek, I'm already like not excited for but I'm already very excited for The Hobbit. So it's all
uh
balancing out perfect.
the reprint of Orcish Bowmasters as a box topper. We love it.
Oh, yes, please. They got Delighted Halfling. Give me that reprint. That one's getting a reprint.
My God.
It's it's all looking really cool and really good.
What site
I don't know.
what set do you think you are actually most excited for next year? Because
Next year? Oh, that's like not even a question. It's Zalfir by like a mile.
okay. You've
And
just
I
got
understand.
access to a bunch of new commanders given your own home rule.
Yes, for those who know, for those who don't know, my rule is that if my commander is a human, they must be black presenting. I can't just have this white guy on my commander card. I'm like, no. So I do have a much more limited pool than everyone else has for their. I'm running like an extra Highlander, like, but you'd be surprised. It brings me to a lot of really fun cards.
I hope they
Oh,
bring back what was that one card from it was like the previous time they were in Zalfir was like
Shadar
desert
Jabari.
no like
Are you thinking of?
the card with desert walk and it
Oh, Hazon, Seeker, Shaper of Sands.
something like that, yeah, where it
It's
makes
Hazon, Shaper of
tokens
Sands.
that have desert walk or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that would
You're
be
thinking of
fun.
Hazazon. He's sick. There's the lore implications. I'm literally there's a 15-minute video of on this channel of me talking about all this stuff, so I won't get like too far into it. But just the energy and vibe that's coming up is so good, and I'm so excited. It's like Magic fans love hating Magic, so it's very fun to just be like, I actually like this thing that's happening. And everyone seems very excited and happy, which I love.
It's almost like if you listen to the people who play your game, you're gonna have more success. People said we want less sets, we want them to be
Yeah.
better, and we want more
Yep.
in-universe stuff, and they said fine. we've less
Yeah.
sets, 3 planes that we've been to before, and this is even before our time of playing
Hold
Magic.
up.
So
I guess you are technically right. Over 3 sets, it is returning to 3 planes. But Noctis is a whole new plane.
yeah, that's true. That's true. With a
But
set with no
tech
flying.
yeah, all water, baby. We're getting wet. Uh Technically we are getting 3 planes because we're getting Kamigawa and Ikoria at the same time
Mm.
in the second one. So we do hit 3 planes we've been before.
I'm really excited. Merfolk are about to go crazy, and I opened one Marvel pack, and I got the Namor card, and I was like,
Oh
man, that
yeah.
card's probably gonna spike like crazy. I wish I held on to it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, did you get the comic book art one?
No, no.
Oh,
Even
okay,
the
okay.
base print was like $11, and I was like, literally,
Oh,
what am I
damn.
gonna do with this?
Yeah, no, that's so real.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you definitely should have held on to it because it's gonna be crazy now. There's definitely cards that I'm already looking at, and I'm like, just like any fish, like what's the one bounce spell that says that like if you're not a fish, get the fuck out of my face? Do you know what I'm talking
Summon
about?
Leviathan.
No, it's some Leviathan is one of them, but there's a spell that's like a sorcery that goes like bounce everything that's not a fish, a merfolk, a leviathan, an octopus. It's like if you're not wet, get out of here. And I know that spell is gonna go up in price too after this next set.
That's got to be in like the like precon, like the Merfolk
Oh,
precon or
for
something like
sure.
that.
Oh, I'm already so bummed because I know I might get it's fucked up. I might get 4 Zalfir precons. It's like actually fucked up.
It's going to be. I think the precons are going to be great. I think the sets are going to be great.
How do
I'm
you feel about the standard modern experience? I think it should be fun. I'm excited.
um I it'll be interesting to see, like you said, like Shieldred coming back to standard. I don't play a lot of standard, but seeing it come back will be interesting. Uh it's always tough with modern because modern never gets like a crazy change based on the sets that come out. Sometimes you see people run like 1 or 2 cards from a new set just because it synergizes well.
Yeah, fair.
Um but it will, I'm hoping, like, I keep thinking I want to get into standard, and I was like, maybe like a set like Kamigawa would get me into standard, because if there's a way to like cheat out a robot or a kaiju, like that would be sick,
Yeah. I
so
I,
that
I
would be pretty dope.
I'm interested because I know like both standard scene as well as like limited really were against Aether Drift because a lot of the Aether Drift cards were vehicles and apparently vehicles did not feel very good to play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Kamigawa, a lot of the mechs are also like in the past have been vehicles. So I'm very interested in how they are going to address that. If they're just going to be like, "Hey, we're going to design vehicles a bit better," or if we're going to be like, "These actually aren't going to be vehicles at all." Either way, I think it's going to be a really fascinating design space for them to play with. The designers clearly have heard about these issues,
Yeah.
clearly like are prepared for it. The apparently even the universes beyond is going to be more fantasy um kind of like themed. That's what Chris Cox, the CEO, said. He said it's going to be like a lot more fantasy stuff. So and the Marvel set is not in New York City apparently. So very interested to see what all that's going to be like.
I was just thinking while you were talking, like the vehicles that like the Shurikai, Genesis, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, all had crew. You know, it would be sick if they introduced a like a like another partner thing where it's like captain, and then you have like your captain, and then the captain pilots like a robot, and it's like you can have both of them be your commander. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that would be
Oh,
like
like Captain by blank.
yeah, like you know, let's say one card says like captain, and captain means that it can be your commander, and then it's like partner with
Oh,
or captains the SS
yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know, like
Or,
that.
yeah, you can or like you can have another. You can have any. Or it could be instead of putting it on like captain or whatever, you can say, um, this can be your commander as well as any legendary pilot.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be sick. That would be
That would be
sick. And you would
super
like
sick.
go like any color combo you want with the. Although would all of the vehicles be colorless? I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool.
I know in the past, like I right now I have a mech deck that's like half built. So like hearing that like, oh my god, we're getting a mech set, I'm like, yes, please
Yes,
give me a
please.
mech set. Are you quick question, are you signed up for any pre-release stuff? Are you gonna go to Lord of the Rings pre-release? Or do you do pre-release?
I typically I typically
Okay.
don't, just because I don't think I'm a very good on the spot deck builder, as my track record would definitely showcase. Um, but I think that The Hobbit is exciting enough that I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to go
Yeah.
to The Hobbit, and I think it's gonna be fucking busy. I think it's going to be really busy the minute those notifications hit the Discord. The problem is I'm not going to be in Philly anymore to have 3 shops to choose from.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like actually lock in and not procrastinate getting tickets or whatever. You're gonna be like, oh, I got
Yeah.
to make sure I get them before they sell out.
The thought of walking into a new LGS and being like, "Hey, can I play with you guys?" is like the most nerve-wracking I
Oh,
felt in like
Sasha's got his lunchbox. He's got his little hat. He's like,
yeah.
"Hi, team."
I'm going to hit him with where is it? So I'm like, so this is Kuja. He's pretty easy. And
Nah,
then this is Gwen. She's
I know the cards that are in those decks. I don't trust this fucker at all.
Hey, Rakdos burn. If you die, you die. Okay, like that's.
Hey, if my gun shoots you, it shoots you. Is that your argument?
Yeah, I'm not. I one board wipe and I'm cooked. You know, in a
That's
deck
so
that
real. That's so
doesn't draw
real.
cards very well. Uh, but then if they go, no, it's okay. Like we're gonna power up. I'm gonna go. I did build a Muldrotha deck that I did just put the Wise Mothman into. I hope that's cool.
I hope you guys don't mind. Uh,
What is
I I I also signed up for my pre-release, so I'm very excited. You know, speaking of things people are looking forward to, did you hear about all the news coming out of Bethesda? Out of a little company close to my heart and close to my location, Bethesda, Maryland-based Bethesda Games?
It better be Elder Scrolls 7.
Well, let's actually chit chat because there's a lot of stuff being talked about. So with the new, apparently, Asha Sharma, who is the new CEO of Xbox, who everyone was like, a lot of people were up in arms about her. They were trying to figure out if she's gonna be, the GOAT or not, if she knows what she's talking about with gaming. Who cares? Apparently, she told Bethesda to get up off their ass and start making games.
Really?
They Yeah, like actually, they just released like a bunch of information. They confirmed Fallout 5 is in pre-production.
Okay.
They're currently working on remasters of Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and they also said that they're working with Obsidian, who worked on Fallout New Vegas, on a new Fallout project. They also said that bleh, Elder Scrolls 6, which is the primary development focus. Well, I mean, Skyrim came out what 15 years ago? When did Skyrim come out?
2011, I think.
Oh my god. Yeah, well they just I mean, not that's not much of a confirmation just saying, "Hey, it's on the way." But like that's the most like at least they acknowledging that like they're working on it. I feel like every time we hear from them, they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess we do own a game."
It just they could literally triple their profits if they just released the next Elder Scrolls. If they just had it. But I'm
I was gonna say
scared that they're not even like working on it. You know?
triple might be like a incredible understatement. They would like the way people are wanting. Oh my god! And after the Starfield debacle,
Yeah.
where they made a mid game, they were like, "Hey, we spent 10 years making a mid game. Enjoy."
Yeah.
Ooh.
And didn't
Mm-mm.
even give it the No Man's Sky treatment where they're like, we'll try again.
Yeah, you could have gave it the Cyberpunk. Make it a little. Also, No Man's Sky is a better version of Starfield. It's like better in every way. The vibes are so much better. You're at like No Man's Sky is so good. And I am flabbergasted that they released Starfield the way they did, and I'm even more flabbergasted at the people who defended Starfield. If you play Starfield right now, I'm shocked. You're one of one.
You know who
No
you
no
are.
one's playing that.
There are literally dozens of us.
There's hey, I for a number one enjoy Starfield quite a bit. That's you on the other end right now. If you're in the comments, get out of there.
That's
Oh
exciting. I think, yeah. I wonder if Xbox is trying to, because like, do you think the console wars still exist? Like,
no,
because like now Halo is gonna be on PlayStation and like God of War is on PC. Like, it doesn't really matter anymore.
yeah. There's a lot of cross convergence. I will say I don't think I'm trying to think of like Xbox exclusives. Like, and I guess Sony is also kind of light on exclusives, but I think it's like you kind of like own a PS5 and maybe you own a PC. I mean, you own a PC and maybe you own a PS5 and you own a Nintendo Switch as well.
Yeah.
Like those are kind of like the trinity of like I have disposable income.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I Switch PC. No
Yeah.
console. I gave my Xbox One to my sister, and she was like, "It doesn't run that well." I was like, "Yeah, because it's about 10 years old." Like, because I never bought a
Oh,
system after that.
yeah. That's yeah, and I'm so sorry for you. Xbox 360 was so gas. I don't know how they dropped the ball so hard onto their own foot.
Did you see the? We didn't even talk about it when it got announced. The whole Sony thing of them not making digital games or not physical games anymore.
I'm ugh, ugh.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah.
You just
Also,
license the game. Like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I will burn it down for this. This.
then I'm stealing. I'm stealing then. I'm I don't know how I'm stealing, but I'm about to be doing some theft. Because if buying is not owning, then stealing is not stealing. You know what I mean? Then piracy isn't stealing.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean I don't own it? Just let me have it. I'm paying for the game. Just let me have a disc.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
I'm gonna learn how to burn CDs or burn discs again and just start selling them. Be like, you want the physical copy?
I love the idea of Stosh in a barber shop selling socks and burned copies of like I don't know Horizon Zero Dawn.
I
Like
was gonna say, like, you want Forza 7?
yeah, what you buying, stranger?
Yeah,
He's just
I
got
got
all
the
that shit.
trench coat. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh
oh,
my goodness. And also, isn't there was something so cool about like as a kid, we struggled sometimes, and it'd be great to go to Blockbuster and be like, asking my mom for $70 for a game is insane.
oh my
Being
god.
like, hey, mom, can I have $10 and I'll have this game for a week or two? Realize they don't like it after 3 days and return it is sick. Like, that was great.
One of the best gaming experiences I ever had was playing Assassin's Creed 2, specifically just renting from Blockbuster because my aunt was like one of the last people to have a membership, and I'd be like, they'd be like return and immediately take back, and I'm like, and I
Mhm.
got the save data, so I'm playing that game.
I I've always wanted to do GameFly. Like I would see
Oh
the
wow.
commercials on TV and be like, "Damn, that's genius."
Yeah.
I know I would have g- so grateful for my mom for never letting me do this because I would have absolutely forgotten to return it and left her with $1 million late charge. Like, yeah, there's no way.
I think Netflix also used to do game rental in the mail,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they used to do I mean they were movie rentals in the mail for a long time. Oh,
Yeah.
Redbox? Are Redbox machines still around? Middle America. Let me know if Redbox
Yeah.
machines still exist.
If the modern century hasn't caught up to you just yet, do you still have a red box and does it
Yeah.
work?
Yeah,
Oh,
because I would
dude.
love to go to a imagine this, right? Me cooking dinner, invite the girlfriend over, go to Redbox, get a movie. I guess that's Netflix. I guess I'm thinking
You're
of Netflix.
describing Netflix with extra steps.
Wow. I see why they went out of business. Never mind.
Well, dude, I was in remember earlier I sent you a picture of the Game
You're drunk?
Boys, like
Oh yeah,
in
sorry.
so in South Philly there's a retro game shop. Oh my
Mhm.
god. Like I was 1 second away from like, so I have like this old PS2 that I really want to
Yeah.
get the cords for and like an adapter. And but I don't know if the PlayStation works. So I was like, I should really like try to make sure it works because I was going through their PlayStation 2 selection and I'm like, oh my god, Budokai Tenkaichi 2? Oh my god, Ratchet and Clank Up Your
Oh.
Arsenal? Darksiders 2? I'm like freaking
Oh.
out over like I'm like, oh my god. And I know what would happen. Even just for a moment, it brought me joy. I would play it and then be like, this isn't hitting the same way.
Really?
Well, that's why I was
Wow.
like, should I get a Game Boy or am I going to be so understimulated, based on what we have today?
I this is maybe I'm actually experiencing something different. I've been, as you know, I have the Ambernic RGDS,
Mhm.
which I love, and I take like I've been throwing it in my bag a lot of the times, and I just like take with me on like long metro rides. Like I take the train a lot. Sorry, I I take the metro, which is a train, but I'm also talking about the Mark train. So I'm talking about two separate
Two
trains.
separate traits.
And just having something like if I'm listening to a podcast and just burning through like an RPG, like Chrono Trigger, burning through. I've been playing UFO 50 on there, which I won't talk about again because I've talked about it ad nauseum already. Nubby's Number Palace, like a lot of these cool indie games and some retro titles too. And it is so nice for my brain to not be like, here, scroll through a million TikToks now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, man, I'm just gonna click A and I'm gonna listen to some chill music and I'm gonna catch a vibe. I think you would like it.
Uh,
Think,
I, I,
real,
I'm down to try. Send me the link of what that thing is. I'll buy it.
think think about this, how crazy and fucked up our brains have been. Where I'm like, I don't know if I have the attention span for video games. What are
Ugh.
we talking about? What is happening here?
I downloaded Darksiders 3 to feel
Uh-huh.
because I was like, oh shit, I forgot this game franchise existed. I played
Mhm.
1 and 2. Is 3 like out there? And it is. And they're also making Darksiders 4. So I was like, oh, let me play. Dude, I'm playing Darksiders 3 and I'm like, I don't want to like I don't know. Like I'm just
I don't
not
want to do
feeling
this.
this. Like I could just scroll Instagram, which is so sad.
Oh no. we have to we need to do like a series or just like us just or maybe even off the pod. No, we exist for content. We have to do a series where we like retrain our brains to enjoy the things that we want to enjoy.
The next
Also,
episode is just us reading like silently for an hour.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. A tap 2 study hall. We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
quiet.
It's
Um
like lo-fi, the lo-fi hip hop girl, but it's us.
yeah. Yeah, oh,
Studying.
that'd be so cute. I also like seeing people like apparently a lot of people have been getting CRTs to play games on because we're like we're so uncoded now. But apparently like the warm glow and the color saturation is really nice,
What
and
is
I think that's
CRT?
real. CRTs are they're like the old TVs.
Oh,
They
oh,
have like a
oh,
deeper.
oh. Okay.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Well, next episode. Do you know? Do you remember what next episode is about? Because I'm very excited for next episode. um i'll I'll let the people know. Next episode we're gonna solve a question comes around every year. A lot of people argue about like what's the song of the summer, right. We argue about something a little bit deeper, and who is the white boy of the summer.
Oh,
And
yes.
we're going to be diving into the analytics, and we're going to try to crown a white boy of the summer.
Okay,
And
I
the
like that.
answer, it might surprise you. Tom Holland's a big front runner. The answer might surprise you though. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
that's exciting.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to mention before we start wrapping it on up? Do we have anything else?
No, just absolutely begging you to go follow the socials.
Mhm.
We're gonna try and do our best with more content besides just the pod. I'm getting ready to move, so that should be fun and difficult. And then eventually, hopefully, Jonas and I will be able to do this in person.
What a twist! What a giant twist! Yes, that's gonna be very fun. But don't worry, you won't have to wait all the way until we're together for more content. We got some fun stuff on the way, and we appreciate all the listeners. We love each and every one of you. And here's a kiss for each one of you.
All right.
Thank you guys. That's tap two tapping out.